This is Mark from Bear Creek. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Good morning. Thank you.
So Bear Creek, that is basically the capital of sauerkraut. For a lot of people don't realize this, but almost all of the entire world's sauerkraut comes from Shackton, Bear Creek area. I mean, the whole world. So pretty cool. So you grew up with sauerkraut?
Pretty much.
I love it, I have to tell you. I mean, I hated it as a kid, and then a certain point, I don't know if it means you're getting older, all of a sudden I crave it. I just absolutely love sauerkraut. So what are we making today, Mark?
We're going to make a Reuben pizza.
I love any kind of Reuben, but I've never had a Reuben pizza, so I'm excited.
This is what I did for the sauerkraut competition.
And he did pretty well, too. Finished third place. So, all right, let's get to it. First of all, the dough.
Okay, it's a frozen pizza dough. I just take a little bit of rye flour.
Okay.
Just to incorporate the rye flavor.
Oh, which is really nice because, you think of Reuben, you got the rye bread. So the rye flour, you just can find that at the regular grocery store?
Yeah, I got it at Festival.
Okay. All right. And same with the frozen pizza dough. It's basically, you like Rhodes?
Rhodes is what
Rhodes frozen pizza dough.
That's pretty much what I was using.
Okay, and we found that at Festival too. So do you let it thaw first?
I take it out the night before.
Okay.
And let her spray the Ziploc bag and let her sit.
In the refrigerator?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to make one big pizza. But pretty easy to work with, it looks like?
It's real easy.
Just kind of stretch it out. And I'm looking at the rest of the ingredients, and it's sauerkraut and corned beef and shredded Swiss cheese. We've got some Thousand Island here. Now I'm going to work on some onions. Then we're going to saute a little bit of butter and red onion, just to give it a nice sweet flavor, right?
Yep.
And Mark is the cook in the family, so I love that. I love a guy who cooks. So you go, dude. Wish I could get Bob to do some of the cooking. And this is what, about a half a cup of red onion?
It's about a half of a medium.
Okay, red onion just sliced up. We're going to add that in with the butter. Get that going a little bit. And you do this normally in a pizza pan or
Correct.
Cookie sheet, whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever you have. But what I like about this recipe, it's very, you've got to have the cheese and the kraut and and it's so funny, Mark, because I get calls all the time from people all over the country. What do you guys eat for your, now that the Packers are doing so well? They want to know what us cheeseheads like, what we eat, and they love any kind of recipe that's like this, sausage, cheese, beer. They're all about that. We don't do salmon and that fancy stuff here. No sushi at our tailgate parties, right?
Right.
Got to be beer and cheese and sausage, or I don't think so.
We'll make it shaped like a football.
Okay, love it.
Okay.
All right, now what's next?
Okay, did you put?
Not yet, so I'm going to put a little bit of this caraway in with the onion, just to give that onion some great flavor.
Incorporate a little flavor.
Okay, all right.
And then the rest I scatter on the crust.
Okay. So it's like a hint of the rye.
Yep.
Like a rye bread.
Yep, that's with the rye with the caraway. Okay, then we take the Alfredo sauce.
And this is, you could make your own, you could pick it up, whatever.
This is store-bought.
Okay. And Alfredo sauce, of course, is, Parmesan cheese and heavy cream and all that good stuff.
And it's got, this has roasted tomatoes in it.
Ooh, garlic, it looks like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then I went with the kraut.
Okay. Now it looks like you really drained the heck out of this.
I squeezed the moisture as much as I could because I didn't want it to get soggy and mushy in there.
Okay. And that's my favorite part of the Reuben, the kraut.
Mine too.
Okay.
All right. We'll go with the...
What kind of cheese?
This is mozzarella.
Okay.
I do like a half of it, and then I'll put the corned beef on.
Ooh.
Kind of mix it up a little bit.
Oh, I like it. And this is just, went to the deli, got some nice corned beef, had them slice it up.
Slice it up. I like it a little thicker, so you can taste it.
I was talking to Mark, I said, what's your game day plan? And he said, if he's not working the stadium, he's sitting at home on his couch watching the game, and I'm totally with you. I think that's the most comfortable place to watch sometimes. Just make a nice game day spread, and there you go. So we're cooking the onions just to kind of sweeten them up a little bit so they won't overpower things.
Yep.
I love the idea of putting a little bit of caraway in there. You ready for the onions?
Yep.
What do you think are some of the tips when it comes to cooking pizza at home?
I like mine crispy.
Me too.
And I like the cheese browned a little bit.
So hot oven is what I tell people. I also like to cook mine on like the highest rack of the oven.
I do too.
It gets hotter.
The heat rises.
Yeah, exactly. So more cheese. Again, this is the mozzarella.
This is the Swiss.
Swiss. Okay, so two different types of cheese.
Yep,
So we've got mozzarella and Swiss.
Correct.
Swiss, of course, is what you'd find on a Reuben. And more mozzarella. Can't skimp on the cheese at the Packer parties, man.
Right. Then we'll put a little more corned beef on.
Ooh. I'm like drooling here, Ann. Are you freaking out? Oh. Greg, our director back there, he's ready too. We all love Reubens around here. More cheese. Wow. So oven temperature, what is the oven temperature?
I use 425.
425, okay. Let that preheat, and it's pretty quick bake time, right? It just depends.
Well, yeah, I had 20 minutes rough. I mean, depending on how dark you want your cheese.
Okay.
Because the crust, I mean, it goes pretty quick.
Okay, so keep an eye on it.
Yep.
Everybody's oven different, but crank up the heat to at least 425. Bake it on the top half of your oven. All right, so this guy's ready to go in. We put our onions on it. And now, wow. How's it look? It is absolutely gorgeous. And now, we're not done yet because we want to dress it up a little bit. Got to have some Thousand Island dressing, right?
Yep.
Now, do you serve that on the side, or how do you normally do this? Need a spoon?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you can use that one.
Okay.
I drizzle this on.
Ooh. Just a little bit here and there.
Yep.
Wow. And I don't think this is just a game day thing. I'd make this a lot. Wow.
This is made quite frequently on quite a few Sundays.
I bet. Wow. It looks absolutely delicious. I can hardly wait for it to cool down a little bit and dig right in.